finally came true. Can you touch on your relationship with him?
I met ICHIRO in '95. He came over from Japan and he wanted to go to a Bulls basketball game and meet me. So we had dinner and you know, he went to Chicago, you know, don't stop and see Mike first. You can understand that. I would stop and saw Mike first. And it was off season. So he came over and from '95 we've had a relationship. In '99 he was at spring training and Lou was wearing him out and because he didn't perform real well in spring training. Not because he just didn't get the at-bats that he's accustomed to having. And I knew how good he was. And everybody else was, but Lou was like, he's not playing for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He's not ready. I can't believe he came over here to do this. So, you know, he left, came in, and when I got there in '09, he just looked at me and gave me a hug. Now, you know, I followed him and we got a chance to talk. But when I got there, he gave me a hug. He said, finally, I get to play with you. And I had a front row seat for 2 years to watch him absolutely do things that I wish I could do. He is a magician with a bat. I mean, the things that he can do. I mean, I'm sitting there like, how did he hit that over there? But he hooked it. I'm not even gonna try that. And the one thing about him is he has a lot more power. Oh yeah, than he shows. Like his home run derby is impressive.
Yeah, he's amazing.
No, it's not.
Like he's playing tennis or something.
Yeah. He said balls up there where I am. I'm like, dude, you got the body of a 12-year-old gymnast.
I was just going to say that. We went on the tour of Japan in 1996, and we had a great lineup. You know, we had Galarraga, myself, and you know, Alex and Barry and all these guys, and we're playing against ICHIRO. They had an all-star team. And they're like, this guy's the national treasure of Japan. He's their best player. I go, it looks like a little kid. Who's this guy? He's walking around, he's real skinny, and then, man, he hit a ground ball. He beat it out. It was like a ground ball to second base, and he just beat it out. And then we were like, okay, it's pretty good. And then, you know, I knew, I mean, again, it's easy for me. I knew when I saw him he was going to be great in the United States, but I was like, no, this guy's going to be good because he had it.
It was really fun this spring, in spring training, to listen to and watch Tom Mattingly, Barry Bonds, and Mr. Stanton absolutely talk about worshiping ICHIRO. His preparation, his work. And Barry kept saying to me, there's never been anybody who could stay back like ICHIRO. I don't think it's humanly possible.
No. Stanton, that guy.
140 pounds.
Stanton, though, last time I seen him, he was holding a blonde on top of the Empire State Building. Hey, who is that guy? This guy hits the ball farther than anybody I've ever seen. He's a beast. I couldn't believe it. You know, when he came up to me, he's from the Valley. And again, it was like, you know, he came up and he said hi. I met him a few years ago in Miami, and the nicest kid in the world. I was like, he's like, you know, Mike, I was a huge fan. I used to watch you with the Dodgers when I was a kid. I was like, thank you for making me feel very old.
You know, when you have your 14-year-old son say, Dad, can you tell me how you played back in the day? You had a couple years after he was alive that you watched me play. He was like, no, I just really want to know how you
back before electricity.
But he's an unbelievable talent. You know, and there's things, like I said, he does with a bat that nobody can do. And his preparation is probably the best I've ever seen. You know, from everything is coordinated on time. The only thing I did, you know, he had this ritual of stretching. He'd lay a towel down, and he'd start stretching, and then I would jump on top of him and tickle him. He's extremely ticklish.
Break up his routine.
Yeah, just to break it up. And he'd start sweating like instantly. And he threw out 3 hits. And when his interpreter said, "Hey, you gotta do it again." So it just became like a ritual. At like 4:10, I'm like, "Out, boom!"
Oh yeah.
He had an arm.
Throw lasers. Yeah.
I ain't never seen him throw.
This question comes from